Hampshire and the Isle of Wight is a large geographic area for Simon, one individual to cover. The appointment of me as his deputy enables us to double up in terms of representational duties, to get out there and get the public to understand what this new role is all about. I think we have to understand that this is a new thing. It takes a while for it to have an effect. I mean, overnight, police authorities disappeared and a commissioner was appointed. That commissioner has to set out his plan, which Simon has done, and of course everyone else has, commissioner-wise. But he's also had to recruit a new chief constable, he's also had to decide on his priorities, he's also had to employ new staff, to bring him to actually have that capacity to actually then try and make things happen. I can understand the public being concerned, is this a waste of money? What I would say is hang fire. We've got another 2.5 years in office and judge us by the performance in terms of the delivery of the stated objectives of that plan. I doubt if anyone could have told us any member of the police authority for Hampshire and the Isle of Wight, which of course the Commissioner is seen as replacing. Actually, it's replacing more than the police authority. It's actually trying to hold to account and trying to improve the whole criminal justice system. I mean, I've served as a police officer for 30 years. My last post was head of criminal justice for Hampshire Constabulary my last 4 years. So he has alongside him someone who understands policing and understands the criminal justice system. And I think from my point of view, it's about improving policing and the criminal justice system for the people, and the victim and witnesses particularly. What is probably not publicly known is nationally I also sat on the Superintendents Association of England and Wales. What that role meant was that I was challenging the senior management of policing nationally with a view to ensure that we were doing the right thing. So I was taking on chief constables and discussing things with Home Secretary with a view to develop policing. I've had to go in. It doesn't make you popular necessarily when you do these things. To go in and discuss with chief constables why they shouldn't do that and why they shouldn't do this. So in terms of actually fronting up and being my own person, I'm used to doing that. And I've got no problem whatsoever with people suggesting that I might have a problem with my operational independence. Personally, when I look in the mirror in the morning, I hold myself to account.
Yeah. So are you the right man for the job?
Absolutely. We are very conscious that 1 year has passed now. The honeymoon period, if there is such a thing, is over, and it's now about real action and making a difference, a tangible difference for people. Well, of course, Simon will probably stand for re-election in 2.5 years' time, which will give us further time, because these aren't things you can turn a switch on and it happens overnight. It is, and it does take time to work with partner agencies with a view to creating social change and real improvements for our communities. We're doing a lot of work around victim and witnesses, particularly domestic violence victims and survivors, and I would like to see an increase in referrals of people so that they feel confident and able to come forward. And what we need to ensure is that we have the capacity to meet expectation that we might generate. So that's an area that Simon and I are very much focused in on. Similarly, around reducing reoffending, there's quite a national agenda of transforming rehabilitation. I'm not so sure anybody really understands what that means yet for society. It does present some risks, I think, and we've got some excellent work going on around integrated offender management. And it would be a real shame for the performance, the real good performance that that's generated to be diluted through as a result of national policy. So we're going to be watching and monitoring that very closely, working with partners across our area to ensure that hopefully what Hampshire has as a standalone body is the best that can be offered nationally.
Okay, well thank you very much and congratulations with the job. We wish you the best of luck over the next couple of years.
Thank you.
Thank you.